Hello, it's me. And what do I have here today on my table? We have two packages to open with you. These packages comes from China, from my dear store, Cubain. I'm so excited for one of them, in particular this one, because in this package we'll see a really special puzzle that I have waited for a lot of time, and I'm so excited to have received it. For the moment, I want to start opening this one here. So here we go. And in this package, we can find some puzzles. These are mass-produced puzzles made by Witiden. I already have the original version of them, but I have seen that they have added some turns. So why not? They could be puzzle for my collection. See, they are. I have received only one stand for these four puzzles. I don't know why only one. However, these are the puzzles. So now I want to start with this one here. So this is a 3x3 mix-up cube. Okay, because you can scramble the center with the edge. But now this particular changement that they have approved is to split the edges in half. Wow. Now you have to find a position in where all the edges could be rotated. So there is a position in where you, if you change some centers with these edges, rotating them in this direction, I can then rotate also this middle axis, and then I can change also these parts. You have to navigate a bit with this puzzle here. So for the moment, I want to continue opening the other boxes because I'm so excited to see the last package. So this is the second one. So that was the 3x3. Here, which one is this? Okay. So this is a 3x3 by what? By 4, with also splitted edges. In this case, I can also split a part of them. Here I can't rotate, but this means that these parts can be only rotated in this direction. In this way, they can be split. But this piece needs to be two-side pieces. So this is a 3x3 by 4. Then I want to see this one. Can't wait to study also these puzzles because they could be really fun to solve. So this is now a 4x4x3 with the same structure. So here is really easy now to split the pieces. I have only to rotate this face, and then as you can see, I can rotate also this part, so only this side here. It catches a bit, but it can be rotated. So this is the 4x4x3, and finally we have a 4x4x4 with splitted edges. Also in this case could be really easy to rotate. I have only to do this rotation. So this one turns great. So this turns really smooth. It could be fun also to understand how to move how to rotate these parts. I have to study a bit these two puzzles. So these are the four new mixup puzzles that I want to put in the background. But now is the moment. If you know, recently I have solved this puzzle that we have seen in my Instagram account. I have posted some pictures in where I show you the resolution step by step, starting with the first phase, then continuing the resolution. But which puzzle is this one here? This puzzle is the cubic shape modification of a helicopter dodecahedron. In fact, his name is a cubic helicopter dodecahedron. So if I rotate, for example, this face and this face, you can see the same number of pieces. You have this edge, that is this rhombic face, these four petals, that are these parts, and these two corners, which are these two pieces. Okay. So we have with a dodecahedron 30 faces that can rotate, and also here we have 30 faces. Look in this center, you can see it here. So if this is this, we have 5 edges around it, and here we have 5 edges around it, and all these petals that you can see here. Then these corners, these 5 corners that are this, and this. So the solving experience was really fun with this one here, because it changes a bit the structure of the puzzle, because the shape modification. But now today we will see a new monster. So here we go. I'm gonna open it from here. Fantastic. We have an extra set of stickers that can help me. And here we have the monster. It was really tiny. This puzzle has been made by me buying the pieces that I have assembled from highmaterialize.com. Then I have put all the stickers in, and finally I had the final puzzle ready to be scrambled. Wow. Now I want to open it with a lot of care because I don't want to destroy any sticker. Here we have this part. Here we have the other part. This is the second one. And finally, maybe here or here. You can also remove it in the middle. And here we go. Oh my God, my friend. I want to present you a really special puzzle that looks like this one here. As you can see. I'm going to put the camera in this way. So, which puzzle is this one here now? It has the same number of pieces in terms of faces, because we have 30 faces that can rotate around the center. But here we have added pieces. So this means that this puzzle here is a Cubic Helicopter Dodecahedron Plus. But I don't have a Helicopter Dodecahedron Plus in my collection. Because the plus means that I have added pieces in the petal. But I have a monster, if you remember, that is called Master Helicopter Dodecahedron Plus. Now the plus can be shown in this side. In particular, if I rotate, for example, this axis in this way, and then in this way here, I can now split this axis in this way. And maybe also this kind of thing can be done with this puzzle here. If I do this kind of rotation, I can now split this other part. And this is a plus piece of the edges. In fact, this kind of thing cannot be done with this. So if I rotate this one here, then I can't rotate this axis. So this is the part that I have moved with this puzzle that here I can do. So now the real question: how to move the pieces around? I have studied a bit this puzzle here, and I have found a really nice algorithm to move the pieces around. So, in particular, I can change this plus piece with this plus piece. I have only to do this movement for first, putting the pieces down in this way. If you remember a Cubic Helicopter Plus, you do the same kind of thing, and then putting the edge that was here in this direction, the petal that was here in this direction, it can be rotated and changed. Now I want to do the same thing, but with a dodecahedron. Something change here, because I have to put for first this part in this way. If you remember, I have decided to change this petal that was here, the red that was here, with this. So is this the piece that I have to move in this position? So I have to do this kind of rotation, then this kind of rotation, and my friend, now I'm ready to change the inner part in this way. So you can see they are flat. And now if I put them back in this way, then in this way, and now I'm putting back the blue, doing this rotation, rotating twice, and this rotation down. As you can see, I have changed the red with the blue. So this could be the key for me to solve also this puzzle, because it has the same kind of movement that I can do. So now it's time only to understand where do I am, where am I. So in this position I have these 5 edges with this center. So you have these 5 edges with this center. Okay. So what do I have moved for first? Was this edge that is the same of this edge. So I have only to do this kind of rotation. So in this case, which are the pieces that I can change? Could be this plus piece, this white plus piece, with this tiny plus piece, this like tiny triangle that I have here. So putting this plus piece in this direction here. How to do that? I have to do this kind of rotation, and then rotating twice it, in this corner position. Okay, rotating it twice, and then turning back in this way. I have the same kind of thing of before. So if I want to show it, it's the same thing of this rotation here. Okay, it's the same kind of thing. Then what do I have to do? Is to move this opposite piece, that in this case is this little triangle, in this direction here. So this one here. Now it didn't change the shape, but it was this one here in this corner position. Okay, then rotating it up in this way, I can now change the plus piece with the other plus piece. Then rotating it back in this way, then rotating it back in this way. As you can see, I have changed that plus piece with this plus piece. So it's the same kind of thing. If I want to turn back the puzzle, I have only to do this kind of rotation, putting it in a corner position. Then putting it down, then putting it in this position here, then rotating it here, rotating it here, and then turning back the pieces. This one back to here. This can be rotated in this way. In this way, and finally in this way. It's a chaotic way to solve, but it's the same of this. Probably it's easier this one here than that one here. So in this way, you can turn back. To solve the cubic shape could be really difficult, but it can be done. As you can see, this puzzle turns great. It's really wonderful, this puzzle. I really recommend it. So this is the key to solve this puzzle here. I have to pay attention when I move the pieces around, because these parts are the same of this corner. So these little petals are the same of this corner. So you can make wrong turns. But this is my puzzle. I can't wait to scramble and to solve it, because I have solved it, the classic puzzle, and I'd like to solve also this one here. I haven't found any parity, because here we have these petals that are the same. This is equivalent to this. In fact, I can rotate the faces 180, and it can keep the solving state. As with this one, turning it 180 degrees, you have the same solving state. But probably with this one I can find some parities with the corners, because now they are equivalent to this part of the petals. So my friends, I hope you liked the video, and only for now, thanks for watching.